Yes. And so, what if you been taught and they did teach you a way of doing things that is very programmed, and it's very automated. The way you are living and the way we are all living is automated. We were, as childs, predetermined to think in objects. So I might give an example. That with my brother, we was inspired by the game of NFC, Need for Speed. It was a very uh, little game that we did hack. I'm talking about 2012 and 2013, and we used to play it all the day long, after school and before school, and when our parents are not there. And when our parents are there, they was trying to prevent us from playing this game. And it was need for speed, so the need for the driver for more speed, so to say. And what happens is that after a specific amount of time, we was hallucinating. We were uh, dreaming about the same cars and dreaming about the same things. So that's you can call it marvelous, and you can call it programmed vision. So someone else did gave a lot of money for companies, so they can advertise their cars inside of that game. And what was happening is that me and my brother, at the age of 13 and the age of 14 years old, we were the two of us was not really awakened to the possibility that the entire world, the entire system is for people to be obeying a certain amount of instructions and implementing a certain amount of programs and being programmed and acting on that. So the conclusion that we had a reflection, we did reflect back to our previous belief systems that was operating, and that did led us to being living in another country and doing a very otherly task. So it's not the same thing that we was doing in Morocco, but it's they're very unsophisticated. And for me to try to demystify what I'm the thing that we are involved in for the moment, it will take me another video, or take me another 10 minutes. So we did reflect back why one of us did decide that one of us going to buy a car, but we didn't know where the idea of buying BMW V3 is coming from. So we try to reflect on that motivation and on that specific inspiration, and where it's coming from, what is coming from. And what we did figure out is that even that was 10 years ago, the vision and the intensity and the real inspiration to buy that car was coming from a game that we did play at the age of 13. And now I am 23 years old, and my brother is 25 years old. So you can imagine how gigantic is the distance between us and the space where that did build that vision. It's unfathomable. It's really astonishing. Not something to just underline and try to highlight and understand, but something that we really have to associate and with it project the content of our motivations. And what did happen is that this thing that was that sound really easy to do, and something that begin to be playing a huge role inside of our automated decision making mechanisms, and did not brought us so far. It did brought us to a place where we now recognize that the place where we are is really not under the structure or programmed from someone else, but it's our own belief system that is imprisoning us inside of our belief, of our reaction and action based on that belief system. And so I may jump to another topic, but it will be unnecessary, because I watched years ago, like my cousin was playing the same card, with the same, in the same speed and with the same attitude, and trying to be not just involved inside of that game, but trying to achieve something. And with that, watching those objects do give you the same impression when you are watching another object in the real world. So if you want to buy that card at the age of 13 or the age of 10, when you was only playing, it was literally just a game, and now you did really buy it at the age of 24, 25. Nothing really astonishing. It's very mind-boggling. It's been like very a content that has to be studied, and once really understand the background threats that could cause, we have to really be sure about our motivations and provide any explanation for why we are motivated to buy stuff. The physical thing will bring us nothing but the impression of the other people to impress us. So if the other people find it beautiful, and that will be the goal. It's not part of you. It's not this. You put a lot of money into buying stuff that other people going to find very nice, and that will be your motivation. So the other people, take the other people and take only that in the background rolling idea that you have to impress other people. You have to do something, and if you don't go that way, you're not going to have any other source of motivation that will enlighten you with meaning and sense. So you may have to revise and be really sure about your goals and dreams before you can go forward in life. It's not something that is only that is predetermined outside there, and there is a path that you have to follow, and if you don't do it, and if you don't think in a certain way, and if you don't do stuff in a certain way, you're going to be kicked out, you're going to be in another isolated atmosphere, and no one is going to be paying attention to you, and no one will be caring about you at first, because living here in this country where people, literally very sane and alienated and not even capable of, talking, like they are systemized, they are uniform, they are doing exactly same thing the whole day, the whole night. And what I found really what I discovered to be a subject of our attention, it is that we may want to play a role or hope that this stuff is gonna be changing. And I think the only thing that we can take for granted and really and push it so it could change our condition is our language. If we start literally with changing our language, the environment we are living in, it will change also. It's not that big deal, homie. It's not that problematic. It don't take a lot of math in order to figure out that really being motivated is not something to do. It's not a thing that have to do with money. And you can have very beautiful goals and dreams and who knows what, a list of things that you have to do in order to feel comfortable inside of your being, and really continuously, and you will find your life very gorgeous, worthwhile living, keeping pushing it, a lot of people have to impress other people. This is so impressing, it is playing a huge role. The way we are dressing is for the other people, the way why I am inside of this home. Actually, I don't even need more than one bed. Why I'm buying a very gigantic home or house, and is it for the sake of other people to give me a credit for that, or for them to applause, or to have respect for me, or to be recognizing me as someone who did it, and I will be eating with their stuff? No, there is no way of me believing this kind of stuff. It's passing. It's the past. Is we have to change. We have to fundamentally change. It's not a matter of few days that we have to spend thinking about this fucked up system, but it's a way of let's give it this name, a way of awakening to the potential that we are imprisoned inside of our system, and we are contributing to the system by obeying the law, not the law of lot of laws, the laws of only science can explain for us what the word is also kind of imprisoned arena.